Yo, what is the crack, boys? This is one of the wildest weekends in maybe NBA history. I mean, bro, I ain't been that fan for that long. But this is a crazy weekend that happened. Also, I'm gonna go round through it. First of all, I want to talk about. Fucking hell, my voice is fucked on my throat. Sorry, but the Sacramento Kings, who have the best offense in NBA history, who have the coach of the year, Mike Brown, two All Stars. They played the Clippers, who just got Westbrook, which I didn't make a video on that because I'm lazy. Anyway, Westbrook on the team. Westbrook's very good. It's 176 to 175, the second highest scoring game ever in NBA history, and we saw it. No surprise, the Kings have the best offense in the league. Clippers as well. Obviously, it's a double OT. Absolutely insane. Darren Fox has some clutch bucket. Obviously, everyone's just playing good. Westbrook as well, I want to get into. Westbrook, he's played like 2-3 games for the Clippers, at least 2. Phenomenal. For his role, phenomenal. Obviously, he's not MVP Westbrook anymore, obviously, but he is filling his role. Good playmaker. He had 14 assists in his debut. That's the most for Clipper history. Already breaking records. Yeah, Westbrook's just been great. Paul George and Kawhi. Kawhi, ever since, his first 10 games, it was very bad. And people were calling him washed. And now he's, looking like Kawhi again. But the Kings literally just show why. Like, their mentality. They're like the Grizzlies of this season. Or, yeah. Obviously, Grizzlies had a big jump last season. This is somewhat similar. I thought it'd be the Pelicans, but, De'Aaron Fox is their leader. They have very good mentality. They don't care who they play against. They are very confident in themselves, which is good to see. They're going to end the streak, the longest playoff streak. And my prediction, I think the Sacramento Kings will make the conference finals. I think it's going to happen. I think they're going to do it. Obviously, it's kind of written on the wall. A team like them, it's kind of not. Obviously, they can make the conference finals, but I think they are going to surprise people. But they can easily just collapse in the playoffs. It's so easy to see. But they got Mike Brown, coach of the year. De'Aaron Fox, they have such good depth. They got the shooting. Sabonis is probably going to make an All-NBA team. Maybe I'll have to make a video on that. Malik Monk, Kevin Huerter, their shooting is just crazy. Malik Monk, I remember when he joined the Kings, I was like, what are you doing? He knew. For the Clippers, though, I think Westbrook was needed. He was needed. They need a playmaking point guard. John Wall just, wasn't really doing it. They need someone. They literally need a guy like Westbrook, and they've got him, and it is making them better. Obviously, they did lose to the Kings, but they just won. So, I think Westbrook will be a great fit. I think, Clippers, they're a weird team for the playoffs because they can just win it, but injuries, hold them back. Kawhi and Paul George kind of hold them back. In the clutch this season, the Clippers have not been very good. Kind of just goes to Kawhi or Paul George isolate, just take a bad shot or chuck a bad shot. Obviously, Ty Lue, he is probably one of the best coaches in the NBA. He is making questionable decisions. In their last game, Terrence Mann and Eric Gordon came in, and Westbrook, didn't play the fourth quarter in OT, even though Westbrook was very good that game. So, it's questionable calls. Obviously, he's the coach, whatever, but Clippers are not a dark horse because they have 2 superstars, great depth, great shooting. They're built for a championship, but they just haven't done it. But I think they could do it. I definitely think they could do it, but time will tell. Oh, right. I don't want to talk about this, but obviously, Celtics played Sixers. You know what happened. I'm a Sixers fan, but Jason Tatum runs up the court after timeout, hits a nice ass shot. DeAnthony Melton played good defense, but he's so much smaller than Tatum. Tatum makes a shot, Embiid grabs it, full court, scores it, not enough time. It's not a rivalry. They always kick our ass, bro. Oh my god. First of all, Doc Rivers, this is probably Doc's been alright this season. Don't get me wrong, Doc's actually been good this season. Very good. Our record and our net rating, defensive rating, we're all top 10 in those categories. Just Doc Rivers, man, he's gonna cost us. This is the best team we've had in the Embiid era. And he's gonna fumble it. Jaden McDaniels, the guy we traded Matisse for, who is, I knew this was gonna happen. Now Matisse is just not a lights out shooter. Matisse is just a good shooter now. We're not having Jaden McDaniels McDaniels, fucking hell, on the court. Like, if Jay McDaniels on Tatum, that is not going in. Boom, blah, blah, blah. If something happens, OT, whatever. Crazy. Doc Rivers, obviously Harden's playing amazing. Embiid, we already know. Maxey, this whole De'Anthony Melton and Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's a sixth man, needs to stop. Tyrese Maxey's just lost his confidence because of it. Doc Rivers, man. Oh, he should have been sacked. What? After the Hawks series. He should have been sacked after the Hawks series. I don't give a fuck that was your first season, bro. Especially after last season. We should have bet the Miami Heat. Obviously, our team's a lot better now, but still, we should have bet the Miami Heat. Anyway, like, Doc, I'm scared he's going to cost us. He hasn't made the second round in years. And he's on our team. He's coaching our team. Harden, obviously the rumors about Harden, going to Houston, that's bullshit. Harden's trying to get a championship. Why would you go to the worst team in the league? Maybe if, like, Harden's in his last, year or two, yeah, go to Houston. Harden's got, at least 3 years left in him. He's got one more contract. After he signs a contract, or if he opts in and out. Damn, I got shit on my leg. Anyway, if he opts in and out, whatever, signs a contract extension with us, then I think he'd join Houston after that contract's up, because Harden's got, 2-3 years left of being good. Sorry, I'm ill. Yeah, Doc needs to just start Tyrese Maxey, get him back in rhythm. Montrezl Harrell, we have the best center in the league, but we just can never find the backup for him. Paul Reed, I like Paul Reed. Nah, it's the plus minus does show. Montrezl Harrell, oh, Jesus. But PJ Tucker's been actually playing very good. Sixers, we're definitely built for it. I think we can make the finals easily. It's just Doc Rivers' health. Yeah, Doc Rivers and health. That's really all that stuff on us. But for the Celtics, they're really the best team in the NBA. Tatum, I forgot how much points he had. But, there's games where Tatum has under 20. They still win by a lot. Just how good their coaching is. Their team, their depth, very good. But obviously, the Sixers have a hard schedule next. We're, the third seed. We need home court advantage. We need it bad. So, this is the real test. If we, come out the end of the season and we're still a top 3 seed, I would back us go to the finals. But the Bucks have been on fire. 14 game winning streak. So last night, two crazy things happened. Obviously, the Lakers came back from a 27-point victory. No team's ever done that. Crazy. That is crazy. Kyrie was guarded well. Jared Vanderbilt, what a trade they made. Jared Vanderbilt was all over that stuff. 15 points, 17 rebounds, playing great defense on Luka and Kyrie. Lakers come back from 27. LeBron got injured. He said he heard a pop. He was, struggling out of the arena after the game, but came in. They win. 80's back. LeBron's back. Lakers are back. I want to see LeBron get a 5th ring. And the West, Lakers are 2 losses behind the 4th seed. The West is insane. I thought the East was a superior conference. No. The West from the 13th seed, the Rockets and the Spurs are the only bad teams. There's 2 bad teams in the conference. Every team is 2-3 wins within each other. The West is wide open for the 4th seed. 3, 2, and 1's kind of decided. But anyway, Lakers come back. I think this Lakers team, if they make, I think I'll make a video by predictions. I think the Lakers are going to make a playoff spot, not a playoff spot. 100%. These are the most important games of LeBron's regular season career ever, probably. Even though he is 38, but it's kind of crazy. But I think the Lakers are definitely going to do it. They literally have the pieces for it. D'Lo's injured. He'll come back. That does hurt quite a bit, but I think the Lakers will be fine, and they will make it. Now, Damian Lillard. When Donovan Mitchell scored 71, I was like, okay, wow. We will probably never see that again for a while. Boom. A few weeks later, Damian Lillard does it. And he does it in exponential fashion. This guy broke 5 records. Damian Lillard is a all-time great. When he made the top 75 team, I was like, oh, that's got to be a fucking joke. No, Damian Lillard is one of the 75 greatest players of all time. I don't give a fuck if he's never won a ring, never made the finals, only been to the conference finals once or been swept. No. Damian Lillard is one of the most talented players in NBA history. Talent-wise, he's top 50. Maybe even higher. Just skill. He's one, top 3 shooter. Him, Steph, and Clay are up there. Look at those records. Those records he broke. That's absolutely unreal. Do you know what I mean? When you have 41 at halftime, that's already crazy. 41 points in one half is disgusting. He had 13 threes as well. unreal. Like, I'll say it now. Someone is in the next 10 years, someone will have scored 100%. Who will it be? I mean, it could be Dame, it could be Steph. Scoot Henderson, that comes to my mind. I don't know why. Just came to my mind. You'd have all these players. Probably a fifth grader is going to do it. You know, America-wise, you know, primary five, but whatever. You know, the game is getting more talented. You know, players are getting much better at younger. The average, you know, a player that's going to be in the NBA who's 12 years old compared to someone who was going to make the NBA at 12 years old. 10 years difference. I don't know if I explained that right. This player will absolutely destroy this player in a 1v1 or in a team game. Or this player in general is just more talented. It's just how the game works. Obviously, Steph kind of did it. You know, players kind of play like Steph. The dribbles, the handles, the shooting. Players are more smarter. You know, there's YouTube videos to study how to get better. There's all these motivational shit over social media. These players are even hungrier now, and they're just going to be better. It's just how it is. Draft classes in like 10 years are going to be crazy for how much talented players that are really in there. I think it's good for the game. It's definitely good for the game. Let's be real. It's good for the game that this is happening. 71 points and never happened before. Never before has two players scored 70 in a season before at the same time. And we've witnessed that. Like, this is one of the best NBA seasons I've witnessed. 100%. So much stuff going on. But it's tough to see Dame do this on a team that's, probably... I mean, you never know. Dame might end up ringless. You never know. In a year's time, anything can happen. Like, who was predicting a year ago that, the net, even like 2 months ago, that the Nets would be falling apart. But yeah, Dame could get traded to a different team. But obviously, as of right now, it sucks to see him on a team that's not really going to win a championship. A team that's not going to win a championship unless they get lucky, which is a part of it. But Dame needs to be like, his commit to the grind is hurting him. But it's also loyalty is a great thing to have, and it will make him like an all-time great. Like, that alone was making an all-time great, even if he doesn't win. But yeah, Dame needs to go somewhere. And then finally, literally a mirrored event. Nuggets missed a shot. Paul George does it, throws it, goes in, doesn't count. Like, how does that happen back to back to back? It's crazy. Sucks for Paul George, but Nuggets got that win in OT. Jokic, I'm kind of against the Jokic MVP conversation, but when he puts up a 40 points, 17 rebounds, like 10 assists, something like that, against the Clippers, like, it's kind of hard, not to give him an MVP. Like, damn, that's a very good performance. And he's had a bunch of those this season, so it's like, yeah, MVP race is getting interesting now. Let me know what you think about it. And then to top it off, one of the most disrespected players in the league, Trae Young, hits a nasty game winner against the Nets. That's all I got to talk about. Shout out Trae.